So hello, everyone. Thank you for joining us. We are very happy that we have this opportunity to talk about our work and also listen to other participants, other speakers, and get some ideas for art pedagogy. So as we kind of you see here, I don't know how it's our kind of abstract. We wanted to just kind of put this again up on the screen to kind of show the idea of our school, which is basically very much centered on fostering a student's development as this independent creators, researchers, and agents of change. So this is kind of our approach in art pedagogy. So we are situated, the School of Arts is a part of University of Nova Gorica, and this university is situated on the border between Slovenia and Italy. So this fact of being basically on the border for us is not only kind of a thing of location, it is also kind of our methodological approach. We have this advanced attitude toward interdisciplinary cooperation. So we go beyond borders in many ways. Also, so not just physical, but also borders of disciplines, also basically going beyond this one-directional teacher, student, or professor-student, one-way process. We, as a school, have always been very attentive about our social and geopolitical realities, striving to enrich the dialogue and interactions between the Twin Towns citizens and their temporary residents, among them also many of our international students. We are quite young, dynamic art school. We offer interdisciplinary study programs. So the digital arts and practices and its follow-up Masters of Art in Media Arts and Practices. Our students get familiar with the new interdisciplinary trends in the art, science, technology, crossover gradually. Basically, they enter working with other more traditional media and then continuing along the School of Arts intertwined system of modular studies. And this supports then their research and experimentation along their artistic or even maybe academic pathways. One of our legendary mentors also being Robertina Šabjanić, that you probably all know. So what we want to kind of do today is to present you a couple of our projects and kind of which also reflect our strive towards, on the first place, this is participation in the academic, both art and scientific settings, especially in our local and also regional environment, but also building these strong international alliances. Then our value is art and innovation, engaging also with policy making, and as I said at the beginning, kind of going borderless in disciplines, knowing that only this transdisciplinary minds can together shed light and solve problems that we are facing today. One more important thing is that students are constantly included in these artistic and curricular projects and processes.
Okay, so let's plunge in some of these processes and projects. Just 3 of them that we have led as an art school, which is quite unusual because they're not only Erasmus projects, they're also Creative Europe kind of projects, because our art school does occur as an NGO. We are a non-for-profit, non-governmental, but not even private art school, which is really important to understand, that has been around for 2 decades against all odds without any government money. So it's quite an NGO-ish existence. MAST module was the recent Master Module in Art and Science and Technology project. It was a curriculum project. We have developed a module in art, science, and technology shared by 3 universities, also from Austria and Portugal, and by 3 NGOs. So it was quite a cross-sectoral thing. We developed, like a study module and a nice little set of practices, courses, workshops, and a nice manual that you can use. So it's called the MAST manual, which you can download, a nice 100-page PDF with quite some congested know-how, we believe, in how to conduct these such art, science, technology courses, which are geared towards social innovation in the ethical framework, if you want, of social Europe. So the pillar of social rights of the European Union and the social Europe framework was the guiding principle of this kind of art, science, technology, innovation, even though we did transgress a little bit also into the so-called technological or industrial innovation. Okay, so more about this project and other projects that we are mentioning in our tomorrow's article, short article at the same time, 12:40 in Aula 2. So that's the MAST module. We can skip that and list a couple of further projects. Some of them are much bigger. They are kind of sectoral projects, regional, national, multi-million projects in which we also participated as a university and as a School of Arts, being quite an unusual partner because, for instance, the CONS platform for contemporary investigative art was, of course, geared towards the NGOs that should kind of capacity build and in Slovenia build a network of NGOs dealing with so-called investigative arts, intermedia, new media arts. You can see the map of Slovenia, and that's where we are in Nova Gorica as well, kind of figuring as a node there. We have co-founded a hub which offers a part of this very rich CONS program of several hundred, well, 200-300 of workshops, which are upskilling workshops, you know, DIY, electronics, robotics, and so on for pupils, students, not only students, and also for the adults. And again, this offers also, of course, new experience for our students, bringing in mentors and artists from around Europe, basically into Nova Gorica, which is quite peripheral and hard to get good people there, even though we have students from all over the world. Otherwise, CONS also provides quite a rich program of artistic productions where, again, our students more or less can be at least related to, if not included, but later on included, because they do aspire such careers, and transfer of innovation or artistic innovation to industry. That's CONS. Oh, yeah, Padriart CE, nice network in Central and Southeastern Europe of more than a dozen of art academies, which we are taking the lead of. These are all big national academies where the cool lot among the national academies, kind of, you know, be the alternative ones, but still we as a nano, small little art school do lead this network ever since 10 years, and very interesting, another curriculum development project, adriart.net, that you want to check out.
So yeah, here again, a little borderless image, or our location on the border of Nova Gorica and Gorizia, so Latin and Slavic Romania. I want to kind of stop a little bit here also to you heard about our projects, and we hope that you can also check them online and see the abundance of events and everything that happened through this year. But also, we would like to talk a little bit about the vision and the projects that are at the moment being evaluated. These are research projects and also production projects, so basically national research projects, Horizon projects, and also Creative Europe projects. What we kind of, in these past 2 years, what we kind of did for our future was connecting with humanities. That was our first kind of big goal, because we really see that we need this cooperation to change the imaginary to solve problems, as I said before. So we definitely need new concepts. We need new forms also. We need to kind of at least talk about, or kind of try to at least feel something that is not yet experiential. And for example, we are talking a lot about transformative education or transformative learning. And we are kind of founded, or our ideas are founded on the legacy of avant-garde art schools. So we kind of want to take also what was good in the past, and we see schools such as Bauhaus and Hutemas as something, as schools that created curricula with students. So basically, we have this experience on our planet that is possible to teach something that it's not yet existent. So this is something that we are kind of motivated for our future. So we have different courses. Basically, we renewed our humanities studies program, and we accredited courses such as Avant-Garde and Experiment or Humanities Seminar, where we kind of put scientists and artists together, and they get to know a lot of, kind of what does it mean, what is radical change anyway, what is democracy and so on, and what are these avant-garde kind of micro projects, epistemological projects that were able to give us different feeling or different shapes, different visuals and language of reality, of different reality. And also students are, even if they're not artists, so from humanities, they kind of need to do something creative, kind of going beyond the academic writing. One of the things that I want to kind of finish my part with is we are attending this year GRC Summer School Nature Archi towards a natural contract, where we're going to present the work of our PhD master and bachelor student from both art and science, where we kind of also developed a part of that with cooperation with their bioeconomy and forest management experts at JRC in Ispra.
Last 3 slides in 20 seconds. We are European Capital of Culture 2025 carriers, co-authors, along with our students and mentors, which is a big promise for a 20,000 people little town. And we are involving and kind of mixing in, bringing into the mix a lot of our workshops and courses. We are co-founders of the X Center Hub, which I have mentioned before, which is a gallery, a workshop space in the middle, in the pedestrian zone of the town of Nova Gorica, to host all of these and further kind of events. Without further ado, thank you very much, and again invited for tomorrow's article on the crossing all of these fields at 12:30 in Aula 2. Thanks.